Today, we're not just talking about a car, we're going back to the moment when the automobile revolution truly began. Before there were sports cars, electric cars, or luxury limos, there was one machine that changed everything. It didn't look special, but it won the hearts of millions. This is the incredible story of the Ford Model T, the first car truly loved by the people. Let's travel back to the early 1900s. The streets were filled with horses, carriages, and chaos. Cities smelled like manure. Travel was expensive, slow, and tiring. Only the ultra-rich could afford cars. They were hand-built, complicated, and treated like luxury art. The average American couldn't even dream of owning one. Roads were terrible, gas stations didn't exist yet, and there were barely any mechanics trained to fix an engine. Cars were for the rich, and the rest of the world relied on horses. But that all changed when one man, Henry Ford, looked at the world and said, "Why should only the rich have cars? Let's make one for the people." Henry Ford believed in something radical for the time: mass mobility. In 1908, he launched the Model T, also known as the Tin Lizzie. It was simple, sturdy, and ready for everyday people. But Ford didn't stop at just building a great car. He wanted it to be affordable, so in 1913, he introduced the moving assembly line, a groundbreaking system that revolutionized factory work forever. Each worker focused on one task while the car moved down the line. This idea cut production time from 12 hours down to just 90 minutes per car. That meant prices dropped fast from $850 at launch to under $300 within 15 years. And when that happened, a dream became reality. The Model T wasn't a luxury car, but it was perfect for the time. It had a 2.9-liter four-cylinder engine with about 20 horsepower, the top speed around 45 miles per hour, and that felt fast in those days. It was built high off the ground to handle muddy country roads. Its controls were simple, though very different from modern cars. Even beginners could learn to drive it, and maintenance easy parts were available, and almost anyone could learn to fix it. It even ran on different fuels, not just gasoline, making it ideal for farmers who made their own ethanol. It was tough, reliable, and built for real life. And most importantly, it was yours. For the first time, people didn't just dream of owning a car, they actually did. The Model T changed the way people lived. Families could take weekend trips. Farmers could carry goods to market. Young people had freedom they never had before. It wasn't just transportation, it was liberation. America became more connected. Rural communities weren't isolated anymore. People moved out of cities and into suburbs. The rise of the car brought gas stations, paved roads, traffic laws and driving schools. Motels and diners popped up along highways. Even time itself changed as cars made distances feel shorter. In just 2 decades, over 15 million Model Ts were sold. It became more than a car. It was part of people's lives. And it wasn't just America. The Model T had a global impact. Ford built factories in Canada, England, Germany, and beyond. It was sold in Europe, South America, Asia, and Africa. People from all over the world saw the Model T as a symbol of freedom and progress. It was used by farmers, soldiers, taxi drivers, and even explorers. Some converted it into tractors. Others used it as ambulances during war. It was so tough that people joked, "You can get it in any color as long as it's black." That's because black paint dried fastest on the assembly line. From muddy fields to city streets, the Model T went everywhere. By the late 1920s, the world was changing again. New cars were faster, more stylish, and more modern, and competition was heating up. In 1927, after nearly 20 years of production, Ford stopped making the Model T. It was the end of an era, but the beginning of something greater. Without the Model T, there would be no car culture, no highways, no mass mobility. The Ford Model T wasn't the first car, but it was the first car loved by the people. It gave millions the power to move, to explore, to dream. It wasn't just a machine, it was a movement. So let me ask you, would you drive a Model T today? Could you handle it without power steering or a gas pedal like we know it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you love this story, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more amazing journeys through car history. Thanks for watching, and remember, it all started with one car, one idea, and one dream.